because we're not friends.
Rim, Keeping Two Losers. Now this song I really enjoyed, and I've always been a big fan of Grimm, and that's been no secret because I love his industrial sound, and I can't wait for his next EP to come out because he's had 2 out already. One is Digital Throw Up, his first one, and the second one was called It's Now Safe to Turn Off Your Computer. I've interviewed him a few times, and he's a cool guy, and I'd love to have him back on the show at some point because he just kind of got that sort of stereotypical Irish attitude, but not quite, and it's not trying to be prejudiced or racist or anything like that. It's just the way it comes out, and it's pretty funny, and he's a great guy.
I really like Grimm, and I'm sad by listening to the lyrics that he doesn't want to be friends with me. Because I'd love to be friends with Grimm. I think he's quality. I've heard at least one, but I think probably a couple of tunes on this show before by him. And again, he's someone that kind of fascinates me, and I just find really intriguing. I love the space. So, we picked up on while we were listening to it, a couple of things like the kind of glitchy snare,
right,
and a couple of other effects. But what was really nice about them for me, as much as the sound was nice, was more the fact that they were given so much space. So they weren't just like in there and you had to listen for them. They were there, and they were almost given an extended period of time for you to really let that sink in and go, "Oh, I really like that." And then by the time you had that chance to think of it, the next sound or effect or the reverse thing came in or whatever, and again it had this space around it, and it was just really well paced, which I really liked. That really did it for me.
I thought it was great. I mean, this particular artist does a lot of great stuff, and I've been able to hear some of their stuff over the past couple of shows and some shows in the past, and I gotta say I really enjoy a lot of it. I mean, even during the break as we were listening to it, I can't tell you how many times I said, "Ooh, I really like that. Ooh, I really like that." And the space is there. I think that one of the elements that creates that almost is the reverb on that constant ride cymbal that kind of runs throughout the entire mix, and that really does generate that openness to it. And the drum hits here and there. Of course, I'm a sucker for glitch stuff. Anytime I hear anything that glitches or stutters, tastefully, not like total like ripped into Skrillex style stuff where it's just that's all it is. But tasteful glitch and tasteful stutter, I am an absolute sucker for, and it was definitely in there. Everything was very tasteful. It was organized very nicely. It was a hit. I really enjoyed it. So I'm glad that we got to have that one on the show tonight. Good stuff.
Right on. So that's gonna do it for part 2, and we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes for part 3. Until then, Bonzel will be right back.